Welcome to Beyond Our Focus. I'm Stefan, this is Amanda, and this is What's in the Box for Friday, October 26th. Today we're going to be munching on some pizza, a little different from our normal salt and sweet snacks that we only have. We have some cookies too, but we ordered pizza. She was going to eat the tablecloth a few minutes ago. We had to get pizza. Other than that, we're going to start off with how we always start, because it seems to be the only thing we ever do. We're going to start with some movies. I went and saw some new stuff. I think Amanda says she's seen some old stuff. So we're going to start with that.
I'm going to start with pizza. You can start.
Exactly. Why not? So, I went and saw both the movies over the weekend. I went and saw Bad Times at the El Royale. And I went and saw First Man, the Ryan Gosling movie about Neil Armstrong going to the moon.
First, which one did you like better? I know they're way different.
Oh, they're drastically differently tonally everything.
Were you drawn to one more than the other?
I was drawn to Bad Times at El Royale better just from the commercials, because it was just... It's a lot different. But they both were really, really good.
Okay.
Bad Times at El Royale felt a little more like a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Okay.
It's not a movie by him, but it's much simpler. It's about just a couple characters and like one location, and it had vibes of other movies I've seen with him.
Hateful Eight? Hateful Eight.
Yeah, Hateful Eight. Also great. So, he just tends to do that type of stuff more often. So, it was really good. I liked it a lot. I really liked how it ended. I like how it got to the ending. I like some of the characters, because I don't think you're really meant to like all the characters. So, I thought it was exceptionally good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was very happy to walk out. It's definitely a slow burn, kind of like The Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
Those type of movies are slow, but they're interesting, and you want to see what happens next.
Yeah.
But those type of movies also are movies that are like, I don't really need to see it again.
I know what happened. That's kind of it.
Exactly. When you have movies that are like exciting and like action movies, it's like, they're fun to watch because the action's fun. But when you have slower, more thought out movies, it's like, now that I already know what's going on, that's most of the fun to itself, learning what happens next. And when you already know, it's less interesting of a movie.
Well, what about First Man?
First Man, I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it. It was shot, in my opinion, it seemed a lot more like a documentary of Neil Armstrong's life, to an extent, versus like what you may expect from like maybe like Apollo 13 or something, which also fantastic. Great movie. I love that movie. But really cool, and how they shot it, in a lot of ways, made you feel like you were there. Like they were taking you to the moon. And it was really cool. I really liked how they shot the movie, especially towards the end, and him going to the moon and all that. There's some very interesting choices with the camera, and it was really, really cool. Now, that movie, a movie I definitely don't need to see again. If LRL happened to come on again at some point, and I was like, okay, that would be cool. I could watch it again. But I don't need to see the Neil Armstrong movie again. It was really cool the first time, but it's not a movie I need to go back at any point.
Yeah, that makes sense. As for me, once again, didn't see anything new, but went back and watched some older films. There's one called Phantoms. It has... Did you watch Charmed at all? Like the old Charmed?
No.
Okay.
I'm aware of what it is, but I've not seen it.
Well, there's a character on there who eventually comes along named Paige. She's kind of their long-lost sister that joins them.
No.
But...
A little bit of a side note real quick. Have you seen or did you ever even watch the original Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the new commercial for the new one coming to Netflix?
I keep seeing the thing. I haven't watched it yet.
You need to watch it. It's totally the exact opposite of what that was.
Well, yeah, I heard it was supposed to be pretty...
But still, looks really cool. I'm really looking forward to it.
Another cool thing that I keep seeing is a new Netflix show about a baker. Like, she's a confection artist, but that she has like scary monster puppets and stuff.
I haven't seen anything about
Yeah,
that.
it kind of has like a very Jim Henson vibe to it. But yeah, like she's apparently she makes very like creepy cakes and stuff like that. Like she makes really awesome things, but like she has these puppets and stuff that are like monsters that live in her house and stuff like that. Oh,
Yeah,
apparently,
anything about this
it's
at all.
coming on Netflix. I don't remember what it's called.
Well, Netflix is doing a lot. I've still only seen the very first episode of what was it? The Emma Stone
Maniac.
I've only seen the first episode,
still
so
haven't either.
I need to watch more of that. I just haven't had time just to sit down and watch a TV series at the moment. So,
But anyways, there's the older movie. It's called Phantoms. It has that chick. It has young Ben Affleck. It has Peter O'Toole. A lot of people don't know who that is, but
the name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure right off who it is.
older gentleman. It has.
The only describing feature we have is got older fella. Don't worry about it.
Well, I know for him from a movie called Murphy's War, and he actually played Murphy. But I can't think of anything more recent or more anything that he's been in. It also has a guy. His name is Live or Lie. I want to say it's one of those guys that you see his face and you're like, I know you. I've seen you in so many things. But then when you look him up on IMDb, it's like maybe you're not in as much as I thought you were. And his character is just fucking out of his mind. But either way, it's pretty much the story is a older sister has picked up her younger sister and is bringing her back to town because her younger sister's been living in LA and she wants to take her to the mountains where she's been living. She's a doctor. She's like, you need to get away from your boyfriend and your mom and our mom and stuff like that. So brings her back to her town, and when they get there, the entire town is empty. Like nobody's out and about. Nobody's doing anything. Like
So the first episode of Twilight Zone.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. And then it progresses, but it's an old one, and of course the effects and stuff are cheesy and everything. But it's still actually it's a pretty interesting one. Like
What was it called?
It's called Phantoms.
Oh, we're still in Phantoms.
Yes.
I thought we'd moved on to another show.
Well, no, we jumped like 5 different topics. Okay. The other one that I watched, and if you haven't seen it, you need to, is Misery. It's
like the Stephen King's Misery.
Yes.
With God, I love the actress. I love her to death, but I never remember her name.
Kathy
Bates.
Yes. Kathy Bates.
Yeah, I always remember her as Molly Brown from Titanic. The unsinkable Molly Brown.
Oh. I remember her from there was an old movie about, I don't even remember what it was about. I just remember there was 2 kids, and they lived on a farm with her out in the middle, kind of like the middle of nowhere.
I think I've seen this
And
movie.
I just remember one of the scenes is like they were playing up on the loft, and one of them fell and like landed on a nail or something like that. Got hurt really bad.
I've seen this movie. I don't remember the name of it. I don't remember a lot of that, but I remember this.
Yes, and that's all I remember about that.
But I think she's a really, really good actress.
Yes.
I don't think I've seen her in nowhere near enough stuff that I should actually try to probably look more for her stuff, because I think she's really great.
She's in American Horror Story.
Which I haven't seen.
That's
But it's
what I'm
apparently
saying.
something we need to move to at some point.
But yes, definitely it's an amazing movie.
But, yeah, I've seen Misery. I've seen the original Misery with her,
Yes.
and I should know the guy as well.
I can't remember his name either.
Because he's actually a big actor. Or what? I don't know if he's still alive. I assume he is. I kind of think he is. I mean,
I really don't.
He's a much older actor at this point. But yeah, he was really good in it. Yes.
Yeah, because that one was based off Stephen King, and Phantoms is actually based off Dean Koontz' book. But both of them are really good. I've also been watching like older-ish ones, like The Faculty. I love The Faculty.
It's a classic.
Yes.
It is definitely a classic.
When a Stranger Calls, which is it's the remake. It's okay. I mean, it's not like, oh my goodness, this is a great movie, But I mean, it's a nice movie to just throw in if you're looking for, a nice little urban legend thing. And like The Last House on the Left, which I said that you needed to see because it's Jennifer Lawrence.
And I do like some Jennifer Lawrence, but it's not a movie I've watched with her in it. I forgot, for the very first time, because we were so focused on the pizza, which is fine. It's a season for Papa John's. But we forgot to do one thing that we always do before the show. Okay. We didn't add anything to the box.
Oh, yeah.
So, whatever's left in there is what we have. Because y'all have not submitted any questions to the box.
I love how you went from, it's our fault, to it's your fault.
Well, it's going to be a little bit of both. We know at least one person who's watched these episodes, or listened to them.
Ooh, you calling people out now?
I am. I know at least one person. And have I seen a suggestion for the box? No, I have not. I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there. Someone's left comments on the video, but I have not seen a suggestion for the box. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe they don't watch this one. Maybe they only watch other ones.
I think we mentioned it like every episode to add questions to the box.
No, not this. I meant other shows. Because our comment was on What's in the Box.
No, it was on last week's What's in the Box. Specifically on a particular story that they were involved in.
They have a very busy life.
Busy enough to leave a comment, but can't leave a question?
Before you scare away the people that are commenting.
I'm just saying. I'm throwing it out there. I'm disappointed in the audience and in us.
He's mostly disappointed in us. Don't let him fool you.
So, I'm just saying. Okay? Just saying. I expect better from them. I expect better from us. And equally disappointed in everybody at the moment.
Well, let's talk about something that's been more frequent in the past couple of days then. Let's talk about art.
Art! I was curious if that's what you were going to bring up. I meant to bring it up on every show and forgot the last one.
I'm surprised I didn't put it in the box like the first day. But I guess I really didn't know how well you you didn't seem like you were versed in art or wanted anything to do with art, really.
When have I ever given the impression that I hate art?
No, not like that. Oh my goodness. I meant as far as before we started here, really, like in our new setup. Besides your little throne chair that you made, I hadn't seen you branch out into anything besides filming. Or, you haven't talked about drawing. You hadn't talked about your paintings that you do.
I'm well involved in crafting stuff. I've played around with a whole bunch of stuff. I should get back to some of my clay models. I enjoyed that. That was fun. You haven't seen them. I think I have one in the living room.
I haven't seen anything. Apparently, I saw one space picture.
It was fun. It was cool. I've done some cool spray paint art. Maybe I'll show the audience one day. I've done some crafting when it comes to clay. I've only done like a couple little animals. I don't remember the two. I want to say, what were they? I've done an elephant, and I did one other one. And I cannot for the life of me remember what the other one was. But I did an elephant and something else. And I was working on an actual...
I saw a frog somewhere around here.
Well, that may be from Sandy.
Oh.
Sandy's on she did some... she took like a pottery class. And they got to make a whole bunch of stuff, and then they got killed and all that good stuff. They got to bring it home.
Sorry, I thought you said, and then they got killed. No?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's nice.
And she's been here ever since, haunting the place. So, no, I've done a lot of things. I used to draw a lot when I was a kid. I used to doodle a whole bunch. But
that's how I was. I pretty much was the same way. Like tests at school, just homework, anything. Like just random scraps of paper. They'd always have little doodles on them. Like if I got done with my test, I'd flip it over and draw something on the back of it.
Yeah, I wish I'd stuck with it more. Or, I wish my parents had pushed a little more, or been a little bit more supportive of other hobbies other than just the bare minimum they had to do as parents.
Jeez. Sorry.
I'm not. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not. What's the word I'm looking for? God, I don't know. The word I'm trying to find.
Let's see. Compassionate, sugarcoating.
No. I'm not. What is it? Resentful at all? I mean, is
not bitter.
Bitter at all? There we go. I'm not bitter at all about any of it.
It doesn't sound like it.
Not even a little bit. That's what I'm looking for.
It doesn't sound like you're bitter.
No. It's all perfectly fantastic and dandy. I kind of feel like our level's a little high. We're going to turn it down.
But are you really going to do anything about it right now?
Yes, I am. I'm going to turn down that just a little bit. So maybe it comes a little bit. It's been a little jumping a little high.
Maybe it's because you just got so excited about what you were talking about. That
it's happened a bunch, and I'm overly loud, as everyone who's ever met me has commented on.
Well, when we can hear you from across the store.
Yeah. Maybe I'm partially deaf. I just don't know it. So I'm louder to compensate for my deafness. I don't even know. Or I'm just loud. I don't know. Well, you brought up art. Are we going to bring up anything in the currentness of our art?
I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
should we, or should we leave it out? We have another project dealing with art in the works that hopefully will be on the channel very soon.
I would leave it at that because I don't want to jinx it.
Hey, we're progressing forward quite rapidly.
I know, but still, you never know. Those papers could suddenly burst into flame, and then you just...
Well, I'm sure that if those burst into flames magically, there's no way we could do anything else. Yes.
That's some voodoo shit, and I'm out.
Yes, if they burst into flames, there's definitely some voodoo going on. Something's going on. Yes, we're working on some things. Hopefully you'll see this very soon. Actually, let's see when this actually airs. Truthfully, if this goes how we want it to, the art thing will be coming out either extremely soon after this, or it will already be out. So maybe you already know what we're talking about, if it goes according to how we're currently planning it. But I don't know. Only time will tell.
Breaking this fourth wall shit is just...
What? Oh. Can't handle it?
If you can't tell, we don't film on the right days.
Come on, no matter what. Everyone knows we don't film on Friday, October 26th, and then edit and post it on Friday, October 26th.
How dare you tell that to them? You just ruined it.
Yeah, they had no idea.
You just told a child that, Santa Claus may not exist.
We're gonna break it hard. They don't exist. Don't listen. Don't listen to them. Kids, their parents are lying to you. There is no Santa Claus.
Well, we just lost all the people that were following.
I just can't do Santa.
You know
what? I didn't have a Santa growing up. Okay. Me and my brothers and sisters, we never had a Santa Claus or a Tooth Fairy or any of or Easter Bunny or any of that crap. We were never made to believe in that stuff.
Okay. And do you think that made you a better child?
Yes, I do. We weren't lied to constantly as children.
Damn.
A little more truthful.
I don't know. No, I'm trying to think, unless I were to go back and actually either watch videos or talk to somebody or go play Time Machine, I don't remember a time when it was I solidly believed in it. I want to say that because of maybe our financial state, anything like that, it was more of we knew that our parents got the gifts and stuff. But sometimes under the tree, there'd be gifts that we didn't find or whatever, and they would have Santa written on them. But it's like we kind of knew that they weren't from Santa. We knew that they're from Mom and Dad. But at the same time, it was just kind of a fun game. Like, because what my mom actually used to do was, instead of writing our names on our presents, like names on our gifts, one year she did symbols like star, heart, whatever else. And another year she did the 7 dwarfs. But what would happen is she put whatever our corresponding dwarf or symbol was at the bottom of our stocking. So we did not know what presents were ours until Christmas morning, when we could open our stocking first before everybody woke up. And it was so that we wouldn't go in the tree and be like, oh, hey, this one's mine. Yeah. So she figured out a way around that, which I thought was actually really cool. Like,
yeah, all this is good. As long as you don't have this fictional jolly fat guy who's bringing you gifts at a magical speed rate around the world.
But I do remember still that it was always magical to us. Not like magical in a sense of, ooh, but just a sense where it was completely a blank slate, and then we'd wake up the next day and things would be done. Like on Easter, like it would be, nothing going on, and then when we wake up, suddenly there's a basket there or whatever. And so it's like, to us, it was still magical, but I don't think...
But that's a little bit different than having a Santa. I mean, even for us, you go to bed Christmas Eve, and there'd be like 1 or 2 things under the tree. You wake up Christmas morning, there's a whole bunch more under the tree, but that was never led to believe it was a Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I want to say that probably at some point in time, I thought there was a Santa Claus, but I don't remember.
As far as I'm aware of, we did not. We were told not to tell our cousins, who did. And by the way, we're going to throw this out here. I know there's a big raging debate on the internet. Pineapple totally belongs on pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Hence, if you're not paying attention at all, that's what we're eating. Pineapple and Canadian ham pizza.
Nom, nom, nom.
Yes, nom, 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 nom.
The best.
So, definitely on the pineapple belongs on pizza side of this debate. And not on it does not.
Now, I've seen some weird shit going around, like candy corn on pizza. Like, what the fuck?
In the end, you do you. Okay? Put it wherever you want. Put human fingers. Be happy, okay? But pineapple definitely belongs on pizza.
Yes, very much so. You can do pineapple and ham, pineapple and bacon, pineapple and grilled chicken's really good.
I haven't had that particular combination.
Another really good one. It's like Hawaiian chicken.
Anything with pineapple. I'm a big fan of pineapple in general. Any other route we want to go?
Well, we really didn't discuss art.
No, we didn't. We ish a little, but not drawing art so much.
It was more like me yelling at you for not showing me your art sooner. Well, okay, for most of you who know me, if you know me.
Well, most of the people who watch the videos seem to know you.
Then, you know I am an artist. I like to draw. I love to draw. I'd like to branch out and do more painting and stuff like that, but I just haven't had the really the motivation and the time, but mostly cartoons. I'm a anthro artist.
Apparently I'm getting a phone call that I may or may not, I'm not going to answer. It's going back down. It's gone forever. Maybe they'll throw a text at me. I can respond in a text. Further, continue with your story.
Anyways, so I am a anthro artist, so I draw pretty much animal creatures with human-like qualities, standing upright, wearing suits, stuff like that. I'm the artist of Waffles the Pup Thing and his little plushy maple. That
One day I will gladly show you the first picture I ever saw of Waffles the Maple together.
Shut your face. One little error. One little error.
Oh god.
Just because the coloration was wrong and the placement was wrong and just...
Everything was wrong! Poor Waffles!
Shut up.
It's a dramatic moment.
Just shut up, because it got put on a shirt, too.
Oh.
That shirt's pretty much dead, by the way, which is kind of sad.
Oh god.
It's my first ever waffle shirt, and it's pretty much been mutilated.
Oh, that was interesting. I didn't tell her. She's under the impression, because that's what I thought, that you took Chad to work. So she thought he was still there. So she was offering to pick him up.
No.
Look at her. Look at
Aw,
her.
that's very sweet.
I know, very nice. Very nice of her.
It's very sweet, but no, I actually was picking him up from work.
Yeah, we get the all backwards. It's all right.
But please, thank her for me.
Yeah. Anyway, what were you saying?
Actually, I think you were saying...
What was I saying?
Oh, no, I was saying... I said that the shirt was mutilated.
Yeah, we have pictures. We'll have to share those one day. I just want you to see what I saw. All right, we're just going to put them up. We'll put them up innocently and just see if anyone just happens to comment about what...
The fact that you have to use the word innocently in front of that. Now I really feel bad about the pizza.
So...
What about you, mister?
Mr. What? About what?
What
do you
is
mean?
your art repertoire?
What do you mean my art repertoire? Repertoire. What about...
What did you like? How
I
did
have
you...
not drawn a lot. The thing is, I've not personally drawn a lot. I doodled as a kid. That was the extent of me drawing. I've never really pursued or gone into that route at all. Maybe soon.
How...
Dun dun dun.
Well, how did you get into the paintings or the crafting or the...
YouTube videos or like Facebook. That was what the spray paint art stuff was. Mm-hmm. Saw one of those and I think maybe I could do that. And giving it a try. So that was fun. And the clay stuff I think I just did because I thought it was interesting. Try to make little models.
Yeah.
But
every time I've tried to make clay anything, because I've tried to make clay waffles and stuff before too. And
none of mine's that detailed.
Tricky, yeah.
None of mine's that detailed. Mine were like, I made a little, I added a little chunk, and it worked. It was cute. It's a little cutesy little thing, but it's not like super detailed or anything.
No.
It's not like the thing I saw at your house the other day. Yeah. It's not that detailed. I'm not.
No. I've tried working with Sculpey before. My problem is that my nails are really long.
Yeah.
They tend to stay really long, which is weird considering I work freight. So half the time they break off like crazy and then they just grow back. So playing... I've seen people do it, but me playing with Sculpey and stuff, I usually end up leaving the half moon rings where my fingernails are. And it bothers me when I see fingerprints.
You're going to.
I know, but
it's
it
clay.
bothers
You're going
me.
to.
It bothers me.
No, it's fun. I'll probably... The clay stuff I should explore more. I should definitely explore more. I should get back into it. And actually, maybe. I don't know. I still have clay, I think, in the other room over there. So play around a little bit with it a little bit more. Have fun with that. Maybe see what can come of it. But right now, we're working on other things.
Speaking of art, music. Music is a form of art. What are you doing musically?
What am I doing musically? Like you don't know. Like you don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. So now, for the first time in my life period, since I was homeschooled and I didn't have the opportunity to take music lessons or anything when I was a kid. It wasn't anything my mother or father decided to even try to do for us. Of the wonderful parents I keep paying them. Finally,
Move on.
as an
Move
adult,
on.
not bitter at all. Not bitter at all. As an adult, I am now pursuing a little bit of music, and I am learning the cello. So, which I have to keep my nails short to practice. So it has been fun. I'm enjoying it. My wife has been learning the piano for a while, and I've jumped in the last couple months playing around with the cello. So it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Don't you have something coming up soon?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing. Why would that matter?
Because it 'tis the season. You can at least tell them what you're working on. Jeez.
Oh, well, me and my wife are working on the song This Is Halloween, to play a little recital thing we're going to be doing.
Yay!
So, great song.
See, was that so hard?
It could have been.
You're supposed to open up to the audience. Be vulnerable for
Do
once.
you play any music?
Actually, no. When I was younger, I got into both choir and I wanted to be in band, but it was too expensive. I wanted to play the flute. I don't know why. I just wanted to play the flute. When I got older, I wanted to play the guitar, and I actually did have a guitar at one point. But the problem is of course, my fingertips are too sensitive. So it's like I tried.
You gotta build the service up.
I know. Like I was. It actually got to the point where it didn't bother me anymore, except my pinky finger, because it was on the tiniest, thinnest string. So especially sliding down, it would literally feel like a paper cut straight through your finger.
You gotta get used to it.
I know, but
You gotta suck it up.
that, and then my the guitar that I was practicing on. One of them was my sister's, and the other one just randomly a friend of mine happened to have laying around, like, oh, hey, we had this, in our closet for who knows how long. Here you go. And it was a very kind of a busted up, like, junior guitar, acoustic one. And the neck was kind of bent, so obviously it didn't sound right. But I liked it. It was my buddy. And then, of course, I think the neck ended up snapping. So, not while I was playing it. It was just during a move or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't remember exactly what happened to it now. For all I know, it could be sitting in a storage shed up north.
Yeah, definitely. My first finger for sure is building a callus. It's the one that goes against the string the most constantly. So it's built the most callous so far, just trying to...
I think the other instruments that I wanted to play while growing up, though, is for some reason I was obsessed with the harp for the longest time. Like, they're amazing. Like, I don't know why, but yeah. Like, I don't know what it was, but it was just... I think it was because when we did go to church, at one point there was a band that came and played. Not like rock band. But
not Satan's music?
Yeah. But no, it was a band made entirely of like siblings, and they were all young, like really young.
We three.
Yes. A lot younger. But they were all of different ages, but they played harp, they played cello, they played piano, and it's just, they sounded beautiful together. And so listening to the harp, it was just, I always loved that sound. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it was the violin.
Yeah. Growing up, it was more, I liked the most was piano and violin. And then once coming down to the deciding of what I was going to start trying to learn, it was like listening to the different music from each instrument. Or, I decided not to go with the piano since Sandy was already learning the piano. So let me try something different. And I'm like, well, the violin. And I'm like, well, about the cello. And I like the deeper tones of the cello better than I like the violin. So that's why I chose to go with a deeper one.
It's less painful when you get it wrong.
It's still, there's some squeaky times. It's like, oh God, sounds horrible.
What was it? I did at one point learn to play the organ, which is pretty much piano, but the thing is I can't read music, so I just learned tabs. So any book that had a tab in it, or if I looked it up on my... At the time, we didn't have look it up on your phone, so...
Well, learning to read music actually isn't hard at all.
Well, no, it's not. Like, I've started to at one point in time, but it's just another thing I just haven't taken the time to do.
Yeah, so it's coming pretty natural. As far as it's not terribly difficult to like figure out the music and like, oh, this means this and this and whatever, but it's not so bad.
What?
Listen to us chew. We have nothing else.
Chewcast.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, I guess.
No, what we really need to do at some point, because I forgot what it was. Oh, I was watching that video yesterday about... I was watching it again, I should say, because I had seen it before. But the one with Jack Black, where they're eating the hot wings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, hot ones?
Yeah. And he bit into one, and he's like, yeah, it has that curry taste. And I heard curry, and my brain was like, no, I want to go back there.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah. Can we ask them if can we bring the camera in and we'll... Oh, well,
be like, do you mind if we film our podcast here? But no. Like,
no, we definitely need to go back. It was really good the first time, and be good to go back and retry something a little bit different next time.
for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, I think we mentioned it before, though. Maybe not.
I don't know. I know we have something in there dealing with food, but I don't think we've ever actually drawn it.
Well, that was because we were... I think secretly we were hoping not to get that one until we got to get more exotic food than pizza.
Which we haven't. So,
yeah. So it's kind of it's luckily been able to hide itself amongst all the rest of them. But we went to a really, really good... I forgot what... See, it's been so long. I don't even know what it was anymore.
I was hoping you were going to say what type of food it was.
Oh, God!
That's why I haven't mentioned it.
Oh.
Was it Thai food?
No.
It's not Thai food? What is it? It was...
No, because Thai Lotus is the...
Yeah, Thai, Indian.
It was Indian.
Is it Indian?
Yes.
Indian food. Oh, God. It was
That
good.
was scary.
I don't know. We ate food. We don't even know what it was.
We really didn't. We really... Like, if you guys ever get a chance to experience a place, and especially if you're one of those people who's kind of picky about what they eat or anything like that, it's good to go find a random restaurant you've never tried, as long as you're not allergic to anything.
Yeah.
And just go for it. Like, we went to this Indian place, and they had a buffet.
Yes. A small.
It was a small buffet. But it was several different types of whatever dishes. I don't know what they call them. To me, they all look like curry. But it was just like different colors, different textures. Stuff that you probably would look at and go, I'm not putting that in my mouth. But we did.
Yeah, it's like, okay, let's get a big plate of rice, and let's decorate that rice with like 6 or 7 different sauce meat type things, and just see what's good and what's not.
That was pretty much it.
And it's like, I'm not super picky. I'll at least try things, and it's like, all right, let's just try it all and see what's good. And for the most part, only like 1 or 2 were just, in my opinion, bad. Or 1 was terrible. And maybe 1 wasn't that great. But for the most part, they were all pretty good. And a couple that were really, really good. The green one.
Oh my God.
That was horrible. It was spinach something, but it was horrible. It was just, oh my God, it was bad.
Meanwhile, they had 2 chicken ones. One that was very, very spicy. And another one that was sweet. Obviously like the sweet one.
That's the one we like. I think Mike liked the other one, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so...
It's like, I should say it wasn't very, very spicy, because then we had the one, I don't know what it was, but Michael had made an entire giant plate of it, and was just...
Hey, some people like different things.
I'm like, nope.
I go more on the sweet side no matter what kind of food it is. But it was really good. And to top it all off, that I don't even know what to call it. I need to look it up. But it was like shaved flavored ice.
It's what they consider mango ice cream. That's what it was on their menu, is mango ice cream.
But that wasn't... I mean, it's not what you would think when you think ice cream at all.
Literally, it's chunks, like it's it's more like frozen juice. Like it's more the texture of frozen juice that you get in like the cans than ice cream. There's no cream. It had a nice soft texture to it, but wasn't creamy. Like,
And it melted very fast.
Oh yeah,
But
it was so good.
But it was divinely good. It was so good. Oh my god, it was good.
Yes. So if you ever get a chance to actually just go experiment, like me, I tend to be more on the picky side when it comes to my food, as far as I don't tend to like spicy stuff as much, like super, super spicy stuff. I don't like certain kind of, like, anything that's overwhelming, like, of mushrooms or anything like that.
Don't
like,
be mean to the mushroom.
Shut up. You
Don't be mean to the
you
mushroom!
don't like onions.
I do not like onions.
Exactly.
But
So
mushrooms
you
are
can
divine.
say-
I can say whatever I want. Mushrooms are awesome!
Either way. Like, pretty much. Or if something looks gross, I usually don't touch it. Like, if it looks like you just...
I don't know how we ate at the Indian restaurant.
Yeah,
then, because
I know. So then we went there, and it was like, why not? Like, we didn't know what was in it. We didn't know what it was made out of. We just
most of them didn't have a name, and it's like, we're giving it a shot. It's going to be what it is.
We just put stuff on rice and just ate it. And if it wasn't good, we kind of pushed it to the edge of the plate. If it was great, we just, we'll remember that one.
So, for the most part, we got really good stuff. I was very happy with the food, and we're looking forward to going back at some point.
Yeah. And not only was the buffet great, but we ended, like, with, as in traditional, they have flatbread there, which is just plain flatbread. But then we went ahead and ordered this like, it had cherries in it, which was weird.
Yeah.
But it was pretty much a sweet bread. And so it amounted to flatbread, but like inside of it had honey, a very, very little cherry, because otherwise I would have flipped out.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't like cherry either. It's one of the only fruits I just do not like. But for the most, it was good. It was good bread.
It had some kind of nut. I don't remember what nut, like pecan or walnut or something.
I don't remember, but it
Oh
was
my
really good. I was surprisingly good. Normal flatbread stuff they gave out, I was like, this is fine.
Yeah, it's bread.
This is something I would eat with, like, let me dip the rice in the food and maybe put it on there and eat it or something.
It also helps, like, okay, my tongue is on fire here. The amount of eating a cracker, pretty much. But no, that sweetbread.
It was really good. I was very impressed.
The only thing that this one right here complained about the entire time we were there...
It was the worst sweet tea I've ever drank in my entire life.
It was a different type of tea.
It was the worst sweet tea I've ever drank in my entire life. It was horrible. I'll get a soda next time I go.
But
it will be fine.
you better believe he was drinking it while he was eating
if there's one downfall of this place, didn't have the best service in the world. We were one of like 2 people in there. Yeah. So it's not like they couldn't have been better. But it was still good food, and the food is what's bringing us back.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I don't know anywhere else that serves Indian food. So I don't even know where else we would go.
That was the funny thing, is that when I was talking to Michael, like, hey, do you know which restaurant this is? Michael's like, not really. So I literally Googled, and there's apparently more. Like, there's, I don't know how many.
Well, what I was told when I was recommended this particular place, it was, in his opinion, the most authentic tasting Indian food. He said it wasn't like the most divine Indian food, it was the most authentic tasting Indian food. And I'm like, so maybe we do try somewhere else next time. Just see what it tastes like, what's the difference, how it varies from what we got from there.
Well, yeah. Because that's what you do see a lot in different kinds of restaurants, is they tend to start Americanizing them. Because apparently we have picky palates and we'll try to stay away from bad things.
Well, everybody's got different opinions. And to the normal average person, you walk in and you see their buffet, and it's like, there's rice and there's a bunch of goop. It's like, maybe I don't want to try the goop. But there's pretty good goop there. There's some good stuff.
Not only that, but some of the stuff on the menu itself sounded like it would be pretty good too.
Yeah, well, they had a big menu, and we didn't actually order off the menu other than the like sweetbread stuff we ate. Mm-hmm. Everything else was just off their little buffet, which was a good sampling of a lot of different things.
I just wish I would have known the names.
Yeah, maybe get little names, but we'll have to go back or go somewhere else and just try stuff and see what we can experiment with and see.
Another place that we need to go to is Thai Lotus, because you said you've not had Thai food.
No, I've never had Thai food either.
And a lot of it is soup based, like just a lot of it's bowl broth and some type of noodle or vegetable, any kind of stuff like that, but it's still really good. Chad had something that was extremely spicy, extremely, like he was like, hey, do you have anything spicy? And they said, yeah, we have something right for you. Me, I was sick, so I was just trying to find anything that I could breathe. So I think I got something that maybe had mint in it, just so I could try to breathe. And then usually he's like, well, hey, here, try this. So I just looked over at his little bowl, and I reached in with my chopsticks and just grabbed a piece of meat, and worst mistake of my life.
I don't do spicy a lot. I'm not big on super spicy. That was really
bad.
I've had some spicy stuff that I'm like, oh, this isn't bad. Even though it is spicy, it's still good. Mm-hmm. But I just don't generally do spicy very much.
Well, for me, and of course people who like spice give me that weird look like, that doesn't make any sense. But to me, if I'm going to eat food, I want to be able to taste it. So if a spice has a nice like ring to it, has a nice edge, then yes, if it adds to the flavor.
It can add to the flavor, but there's a point of where it is the flavor, and that's the issue.
Yeah, if it burns my tongue and I feel it in my nose, I'm not enjoying my food. Yeah.
No. I think the thing I like with spice the most is when I make like homemade chili. It's probably one of the more spicy things I eat, because I think it adds to the flavor of the chili. And I still eat it overpowering or terrible, but yeah. I enjoy it being a little bit spicy, more so than I normally would eat food.
Well, for me also with chili, I don't mind how spicy it is, because usually I add cheese and sour cream and crackers and whatever
crackers
else.
And cheese. Has all of it. Like, I'll crumble up some crackers in there. I'll put a lot of cheese, because I like cheese a lot.
Me too.
And then I buy like a little quart-sized sour cream, and I'll dip in the sour cream, or I'll dip in the chili, and I'll dip in the other one, and I'll eat. So I'll go through like
a new one.
2 bowls of chili and almost the entire thing of sour cream, and I'm like, this isn't healthy for me. I know that, but it is tasty. Oh. So I don't mix them, because I wouldn't even know how much to mix. I'll dip a little bit, a little chili, and then I'll just add a little sour cream. And I love sour cream.
No,
my god!
I just put the sour cream in and literally mix the entire thing until it's like a different color. Yeah.
That's everything else.
Yeah.
I just more recently started eating sour cream in my chili, like in the last few years.
Me, the moment I learned that it takes some of the edge off, I was like,
no, I just love sour cream.
Well, that too.
And then I heard it was a thing, and I'm like, well, I should totally try it. And I'm like, oh, yep, no, this is it. And you mentioned tacos? Yep. Homemade tacos, sour cream, and then, which is more of a homemade burrito for me, but some beans, some cheese, meat, tomato, more sour cream with a little bit of cheese on top. Good to go.
So I have a feeling that your guys' taco nights are the same as our taco nights growing up, especially, where we call them taco nights, but literally it's just a big burrito. Like, we do like whatever, like beef, like the taco seasoning beef. We have refried beans. Mm-hmm. We do soft shell and sour cream, cheese, whatever, some tomato.
Yeah, we definitely put tomato.
Yeah. And then, I know you're not a lettuce person. We do lettuce on ours.
It's fine. To me, it's just, there's not much taste to it. There's no nutritional benefit at all. It's just like water.
Well, I like
water crunchy water.
I like crunchy water on my tacos.
Now, I might throw some spinach leaves on there. I should get some of those, put that on there.
Have not heard of that, actually.
I like spinach leaves. So
Well, spinach, yeah, I like spinach leaves.
I can imagine it'll be a better taste than the lettuce. But anyway, yes. Essentially, it's the same thing.
It's a burrito, yeah.
It's a burrito.
But we just called it taco nights. It was always taco
It's essentially a taco. What if I took off the beans? You'd be like, "Oh, it's totally a taco."
Yeah.
But add the beans. Oh no, it's not a taco no more.
It's a burrito.
It's whatever.
The other thing is, well, it also depends on. A lot of people are like, well, if you close it up, then it's a burrito.
Oh, I don't close it up. I can't close it up. It's too big to close.
No. Well, like yes, but you at least close one end so you can pick it up,
Nope.
right? How the fuck do you eat
Nope,
yours then?
no. We have plate. Oh, let's see. We have taco shell. We've got all the food. You go in half. We try to get the top where they can touch so you can hold it. And then you try to clamp the back with the other hand, and then you eat.
What the heck?
No, you don't close jack squat. There's too much stuff on that taco to even think about closing it.
Oh my goodness.
No, this is a big taco. I mean,
Well, like even
taco shell, stuff on taco.
yeah. Well, okay. Because yeah, what we usually do is just like, of course, pile on stuff. We usually get the big taco shells.
I have too, but when I big
And
taco
then-
shell, it means even more stuff.
And then what we end up doing is the whole like, and then.
I mean, that would probably be a great idea and all, but
And usually you can't close up the other end because it's all moved. But
I get it. I understand, but you're still... No, it's just... there's too much there. There's too much. I can't. I make the tacos too big.
okay. The other thing is because until I met Chad, I had not met a single person down here besides, of course, my family, who ate them or knew what I was talking about. Haystacks.
Yeah, I got nothing.
No.
Just throwing it out there other than a
Okay.
haystack for the cow
It's a-
or a horse eats or something.
It's apparently because down here in your southern ways, you guys call them Frito pies.
I don't know what that is either.
Okay. Pretty much it's like any kind of corn chip like Fritos, anything like that. You pile them onto a plate and then what we used to do is it's usually like chili, kind of like chili with beans and stuff like that. You put that on top and then it's the same as a taco, like lettuce, cheese, sour cream, tomato, everything like that.
I'm sure it's fine.
It's delicious. It is delicious.
Sounds like chili cheese fries, except you're throwing it on Fritos.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
It's fine. I'm not had it. I'm not had it.
Haystacks are amazing. I love haystacks. It was a staple, like with taco nights, haystack nights.
No,
It broke up the hot dogs and mac and cheese and hamburger helper.
the best thing after chili night is chili hot dogs the next day with the extra chili.
Chili dogs. I love chili cheese fries though.
No, good chili cheese fries. Woo!
Um,
Really good.
Have you ever tried any of Belgican's stuff? Like I haven't. So
Any what?
Belgican's. It's the company down here that. Okay, that's apparently a no.
I don't even know what word you're
Oh.
trying to say at this point.
Belgican's.
Never heard. Never. No clue.
They have a. They used to have a stand somewhere, I'm pretty sure. But there's one on Keesler Air Force Base, and then there's one in the mall, in Edgewater Mall. But it's a place that just takes fries and puts anything on them. They have like buffalo wing fries. They have like taco fries. They have chili cheese fries, obviously. Just
Yeah.
they put anything on fries, pretty much.
Yeah, I've not heard of this. So
Okay. Well, I just wonder. Apparently, like I know people at work have said they've had it, and it's really good. But it's just really fucking expensive.
yeah.
Like it's just too much. And then of course there's the whole what is it? Poutine.
Yeah, that's like a Canadian thing.
Yeah, that's a Canadian thing. It's gravy on fries.
Yeah, that's great on fries. Poutine. Yeah.
Which is like, to me, that makes sense though, because it's just like mashed potatoes and gravy, except that the potatoes are fried.
There you
Like,
go. I mean, I try it. I've heard. I mean, I've heard it's really, really good in Canada, where it's from, of course. But no, I've not actually tried it personally. I've done anything with it myself. I very rarely have gravy with anything at all, let alone. So. And I'm not as big into the biscuits and gravy as a lot of people is.
To me, it's a hit and a miss. Like, I like... How do you say it? I like thin gravies, like brown gravy on mashed potatoes, or...
I like good gravy on mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
But that also requires me to make gravy. And I'm like, that's just too much. So instead, we buy like the instant...
The little packets, yeah.
Yes, but like the 4 cheese mashed potatoes. Oh
okay.
God.
I thought you meant the packets of gravy.
No, packets of instant mashed potatoes.
Oh.
They're like the 4 cheese mashed potatoes.
Yes, they are really
God,
good.
I don't need gravy for that. It's fantastic the way it is. I'm happy.
That brought me to something else, but before I hit that one, with the gravy though, it's like, I like the thinner gravies, like the brown gravy or the, what is it? I guess you'd call it white gravy. It's like almost the clearish gravy, clear gravy. I don't know. Have you ever had chicken a la king or turkey a la king? Never mind.
You and your fancy words.
Either way, I don't really as much like the flour-based gravies. Like, I've had some really good white gravies, like the packet white gravy is delicious to me, but like homemade gravy, like where you can almost taste the flour texture and stuff, I
don't have a lot of gravy.
I don't know.
My wife really likes biscuits and gravy from parties.
Oh. I don't know, like... But going back to the was it 3 or 4 cheese potatoes?
I think it's 4, but it's cheese potatoes. It's
just cheesy potatoes. Is the fact that, have you ever had pierogies?
You and your fancy words again. What?
Okay, pierogi. Polish. It's the dumplings, but it's mashed potatoes inside it, pretty much.
No, we'll go with no. I have no idea what you're talking about. You and your fancy words and things.
Good.
God, I think you're sophisticated with all your words.
No, they're delicious. Like, oh my goodness. It's like little packets of mashed potato amazing. Just... Oh my God.
Yeah. I've got nothing on this. I don't know.
Either I'm going to have to make some and bring them over, or I'm going to have to find them. And it's pretty much like ravioli, except with mashed potatoes stuffed inside it.
Well, that's interesting. I don't know how that would taste, but it's interesting. No, that could be one of our meals one evening on
or I guess it would be more like fried dumplings, except inside is mashed potatoes instead of whatever meat.
You know, I used to dumplings. So was it what is it? Chicken dumplings? Like good chicken dumplings?
Yes.
I haven't had I don't know how long it's been since I had a good chicken dumpling.
Nom 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 nom.
Very tasty.
Not that I think I don't remember if it was you that mentioned that you guys don't really like going there, but Cracker Barrel has pretty good chicken, and I know, but their chicken and dumplings actually really good.
I wouldn't know, because to me 99% of anything I've ever had from there has just been so bland. So incredibly bland, and I'm like,
yeah. But no, chicken dumplings.
It's been a long time. It's been a while since I had a good lasagna. The last time I had a halfway good lasagna is I made it personally.
Yeah.
And tried to mimic how my mom made it.
Yeah.
I like how she makes it, which is very different from like a traditional one.
I feel like I've heard this, but what was it again?
Just because Usually you think of it, you think, oh, neat, it's stacked. You cut it, and it's layered and everything. This is like the most sloppy lasagna you've ever eaten. I mean, it's almost like a goop you're putting in a bowl and you're eating. It has noodles and it's the same thing. Yeah. It's just much more gooey and it's not very it's not stackable. You're not cutting a slice out. But it was so good. And the one I made was good. It just wasn't what I remember how she made it. If anything else, she made some good food as we were growing up. A lot of big variety and a lot of food. But with me not talking to her for 8-9 years,
here we go.
There's I'm not unasked how she made things, so I never have the recipe to some of these things.
Yeah. No, a good lasagna is great. I remember one time we tried to make eggplant parmesan, and it was the first time cooking with eggplant, really. So we didn't know how thick the slices should be. Yeah, we made the slices way, way too thick. So it was just like, I'm gonna just peel that off and just eat the rest of it. And then we also ended up making, what was it? I think it was supposed to be, it was either cucumber salad or zucchini bread, but we accidentally switched up our vegetables. So either we ended up making zucchini salad instead of cucumber salad, or we made cucumber bread because we just totally swapped that shit around.
Have you ever had fried green tomatoes?
No. I want to say yes, though, because okay.
No. But I want to say yes.
Yes. The reason why I say that is because I've been asked that question so many times that I feel like along the way someone has been like, here, try this. But it hasn't, it's not.
I haven't had it in a very long time.
Yeah.
But when I remember I liked it. I haven't had it in a while. And when you were talking about the zucchini, it brought up, fried green tomatoes.
What about squashes? Do you like any of the squashes?
I like squash.
Like butternut squash or...
I don't know which one I've just eaten like yellow squash, so I don't know.
Well, because, I mean, like, they have, like, the butternut squash, which usually is, like, butter. And just baked in the oven, and it kind of melts all together, and you just kind of... You can either fork it out in cubes, or you just eat it.
This was like a yellow squash that you cut, and then you put in, like, a pot and cook.
I don't remember what...
I don't know.
There's also spaghetti...
My mom made it, and I enjoyed it. But
there's also spaghetti squash, where you can bake it, and then, like, you can literally take a fork and go like this, and it comes out...
I don't know if I've had that.
It comes out in, like, strips, almost like when you gut a pumpkin, and they have the strands. Yeah. So people actually make spaghetti noodles out of that.
Another thing I haven't had in a long time that I wouldn't mind having, like, really good. And it's just, I know I could make it. It's just I'd have to take the time, and my wife's not going to eat it. It's only going to be me. And a good, just cabbage. Actually, making good cabbage, boiled cabbage.
It's one thing. Nope.
But it was so good.
I can eat boiled cabbage in stuff, but like I don't think I can just eat plain boiled cabbage. Like I didn't. And I definitely can't eat sauerkraut. I don't know.
No, I'm not going to eat sauerkraut. But.
No. Like, yeah, fermented cabbage. Let's go. No. Like, I can't.
But I have had some good boiled cabbage.
I don't know what it is. It's just apparently not my cup of tea.
Huh? Yeah. We've gone over a whole bunch of different foods. Everybody's got what they like, what they don't like.
Yeah.
I'm less picky than I would say most. I don't, again, like you mentioned earlier, don't like onions. It's definitely like my kryptonite of food. I hate onions. If there's a food I just hate with a passion, it is onions.
Can you eat things where it's like tiny little onions?
I can eat. I've had things with onions in them.
Yeah.
But I really don't like onion. I will try to avoid it at all cost. Peppers, I'm hit or miss. I've had them in things and they're fine.
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat peppers by themselves.
The only one I would say maybe is like fajitas. Like where it's just the
even then, I don't. My fajitas aren't fajitas. They're steak tacos. Or chicken tacos and not really fajitas. I do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, well, there's no beans, fine. Everything else does, like, the whole shebang.
Oh, yeah. That and, when we go to the Japanese restaurant, lately I've been getting chicken kebab because it's just something simple, cheap, and I don't really feel like eating anything major. And it's chicken and, like, a pepper maybe about this big, and then maybe an onion, and then
hopefully a mushroom. There could be a mushroom in there.
I don't remember. But either way, like, the pepper is just, it's been grilled, it's been caramelized, like, has a really good flavor to it. The only thing I can't stand mostly is, like, fresh green pepper, because it ruins the taste of everything. Like, that is all you taste is the green pepper. And it bothers me. Just the same with onion a lot of times, is that onions will take up the entire thing if
very
you're
strong.
not careful.
They can be very strong.
Yeah.
And, snip pepper. Oh, one of the peppers I've had that I've liked is, like, I've had, like, jalapeno pepper without the spice.
Yeah.
Especially, like, what? I think Sonic used to have, like, the cheddar peppers. It's just
Yeah.
a fried pepper with cheese inside.
Yeah.
I totally do that. All day. That's fine.
Do you like the jalapeno poppers? Where it's a popper, or it's just a pepper with cream cheese inside it, and it's usually fried.
I don't know. I don't think I have one. I've only had those.
I usually when I hear peppers, I just kind of back away. And
Yeah, I steer away.
Yeah.
But if it's in things, I'm fine. For the most part, I'll eat most anything. I'm not overly picky.
Yeah.
Hence, at least the experimentalness with the Indian food, which was fun. But
I was trying to find places the other day, like what else is around here. I mean, we have Japanese, we have Thai, we have Indian, we have, of course, who knows how many Mexican restaurants. I couldn't find anything else really authentic. Like, I couldn't find anything off the beaten path, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can easily go to one of the Asian markets that they have, like the marketplace stores that have all the random things that you can, and some of them are scary.
I mean, it's even like walking into like some of the Chinese buffets or some Japanese stuff. Like, there's some interesting choices y'all put in here.
Yeah.
Like when you look at like a full baby octopus and like, yeah, you just eat that whole. It's like the head and it's like everything. It's like I don't know. No. How about no? I'll eat a tentacle, but I'm not. I can't look at that thing in the eyeballs and just bite its head off. I just can't do it.
I'm sorry. All I pictured was they have the videos of going to authentic restaurants and eating the live octopus, and it's just like the tentacles are like sticking to their feet. No,
I'm not. If it's alive, it's not going in my mouth. I don't care. Kill it. Kill it with fire, and then I can.
But it's just like, it bothers me because it's like, how. What if it like tries grabbing on, like just
no. I think
like
I saw
just
something.
latches onto your throat and is like, I'm not going down.
I think there was something on Facebook about there's some thing with like live fish that you like drink them and there's just fish, little fishies that you drink. Hey again.
That's as bad as what was it, Steve-O, who used to swallow goldfish and then hack them back up, and they'd be alive. I don't know. It was a jackass, but
I didn't watch that.
But it's just like, why would you just...
No. One food I will never try is
the pufferfish?
No, I might give that a shot. If I want to cook it right, I'll take the chance on it.
Sea urchin?
Is when it comes to insects.
Oh, okay. No,
that's the whole thing.
Live or dead?
Either.
Either.
There was some documentary style thing what was it? I think like Link TV was
Yeah.
doing it. And it was about places that really eat a lot of insects.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I would die. Kill me. I'm not doing it. It's too much. I'm not taking that grasshopper. You're like, you know what? You look tasty, alive or dead. No.
That's funny that you mentioned that. Is because
God.
last night Jimmy Kimmel was on, and he had taken his nephews out to a fancy dinner. They were dressed in suit and ties and stuff like that. They all sat down, and then he's like, "Okay, you guys, ready for this?" And so the chef brought out the first dish, which was, I forgot what it was. It was some kind of salad. But then he's like, "Okay, don't forget your black ant salt." And he's sitting there. It's just sprinkled.
See, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that. And that's the only one I could maybe even think about trying. Only because they're so little or so tiny that maybe I could probably get by on that one.
Oh, it got worse.
But that's where it starts and ends, is that.
Because the next course was slices of watermelon, but they had like tiny little grasshoppers,
Nope.
like dead grasshoppers
We're done.
on them.
We're done. I'm done.
And then the next course was worm tacos, which was like dehydrated dried worms.
No.
And it was bad because by the end of the thing, he's like, "Okay, guys, when the chef comes back out here, you're gonna pretend," because like they interviewed each kid like side screen kind of thing, like what they thought, and most of them were like, "This is gross." One kid was like, "I can't believe I put on a jacket for this," like. And so he's like, "When the chef comes back here, you're going to say that that it was really good and he did a good job." And so the guy comes back and he's like, "How did you like everything?" And like Jimmy Kimmel just threw him right under the bus. He's like, "So kids, why don't you start out and tell them how you thought?" And so like one of them was like, "It was great." The next kid was like, "Yeah, it was interesting. I liked the watermelon slice." The one kid just laid it on thick. He's like, "It was definitely an interesting experience. I plan on coming back with my parents. Like, we'll be back."
I'm sure he will be.
And it's just...
I can't. I won't. I know.
They're like, "What was your favorite part?" The ants. That was it. Was
The ants. Thank you, William. I would agree. That's probably it. The ants. No, it's too much. Never. Especially when you talk about like live ones.
Oh, like
so it's like crawling in your mouth.
Yeah, the people who do like the live grasshoppers and.
No. I don't want to deal with you near me alive, let alone in my mouth. God. Oh. No.
Or they have. What about the people who do the whole scorpions thing? Like they eat the scorpions.
I'm not eating the scorpion either. Unless there's like some kind of meat you want to take out of the scorpion first before I try to eat that.
There's of course, like the giant grasshoppers. There's the worms.
No insects, period. I don't care.
What about the suckers? Like they have the suckers that have like the little ants or whatever in them.
The what?
Like a lollipop suckers.
No, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm alright. I'm just going to stay away from bugs. No bugs for me, please.
We don't know what was in that curry, okay?
Hey, and with me not knowing, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know it. I can't not dislike it. But I'm not looking at a grasshopper like, yeah, come here.
When you're hungry enough.
I'll be like the cow and eat grass, okay?
You're like, "I've become a vegetarian. There are bugs on that grass."
Yeah, but they weren't there when I'm eating it.
I thought you were about to say, "I'll be like this and just go cannibal." Like, I'll start with a toe and
You gotta do what you gotta do. I would be curious to try like horse meat, because it is a thing.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah, there's a lot of things, but I try. There's a lot of things I would try, as long as it's actual meat.
What
like
would
real
you
meat.
consider the most exotic meat the most exotic meat that you've eaten?
That I've eaten?
Yeah. Sorry, I just didn't think we'd get to a point in life in this podcast where we'd be talking about exotic meats that people have eaten. But
That could go a lot of ways, but
That's
we're going to stick to normal food.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean,
there's certain things I don't need to.
Yeah, no, some things no one needs to know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I mean, when you think of like Japanese food, I mean, like tons of fish.
Well,
and
yeah,
octopus
fish
and squid and different things like that. I'm trying to think. Of course, I've had deer.
Mm-hmm. Venison.
Yeah, venison. I've had crocodile or alligator, whichever one it was, which was good. It's probably crocodile.
Most of the time, it's alligator meat.
Maybe I don't remember. You were there.
I was?
It's when we did it over New Orleans.
Oh!
When we went to the movie.
Yeah. I don't remember, but I want to say it was because alligator farms and stuff.
Yeah,
it's probably alligator. But yeah.
So that was actually really good. I liked that quite a bit. Probably shouldn't have. I don't get the opportunity to try other things.
Yeah. I believe one Christmas we were allowed. Okay. No, one Christmas while I was living down here, we had gone over to my mom's friend's place who was having like a family Christmas dinner party thing. And they had bear sausage.
I tried.
It was good. Like, it was good. Of course, it had that gamey...
Yeah, gamey taste to it.
Yeah. But otherwise, I believe they also had elk sausage.
I tried too.
Yeah.
There's very few like actual animal meats that I would not. Actually, I don't know of one at the moment that I can think of that I would not try.
Well, a lot of people are like, I've had squirrel and I've had.
Because I mean, there's a lot of hunters, and therefore they hunted a lot of different animals that are around locally.
I have not had squirrel. I have not had rabbit.
Neither have I. I think Sandy has.
Oh.
One or the other.
I don't think I've eaten either of those.
But I'd be willing to try a lot of things. Hey, try it.
I'm not trying dog or cat.
I tried both those too.
No, I'm drawing the line there.
No,
those are my bugs. Those are my bugs.
No, it's only because you like them as animals, as pets.
I'm sorry.
Give you a little dog, and without you knowing it's dog, you'd eat that thing right on up.
But that's the same thing as human. You gonna try human too?
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
I'm not against it. I'm not saying I'm going to be a cannibal and go hunt.
Not on this podcast.
I'm not going to go hunt people and eat them and do all this crazy thing.
How do you know that's not what it is?
But
gateway drug.
Given the opportunity for somehow to try some.
Why do I feel like I've had this thought before?
I mean, again, like I said, I try. Hey, in the end, it would be. I'm not saying let's cut it off freshly from the leg or something or some guy, but I'm saying, hey, it would. In the end, it would look no different than like maybe a steak or a hamburger or something.
But
I tried.
But the difference is that someone had to die.
Maybe they had terminal cancer and they died.
And you're eating them.
Just because they had cancer in their lungs or their kidney or something doesn't mean it went to their muscles of their leg.
Depends if they had radiation.
Well, you find one who didn't. Some person who didn't believe in it. I'm just saying, given the opportunity, for some reason, when we didn't go murder somebody, I would totally
host their body to restaurant instead of science.
Exactly. Why not? But I would totally try.
So what if someone brought you a plate that had grasshoppers and a random slab of meat on it, and they said,
"We'll push the grasshoppers away. We'll try the random slab of meat."
No, you will offend them.
I don't care about offending anyone.
It's their culture.
I don't care.
You're gonna be the next on the plate.
Take me. I already talk about not murdering people. You're talking about them killing me now.
You don't know where they got that meat from.
Again, meat I'm fine with. Grasshoppers, it's just the bug thing. I just don't like bugs in general.
It's like they chopped off the legs. It looks like a pea pod.
A what? What?
A pea pod. Like snap peas, like a...
Why would it look like... What?
If you took the legs off a grasshopper... And
off a grasshopper. I don't think you like off a person. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. What?
Oh my goodness. We're done. What time is it?
I mean, we were on the human one.
I can't deal with this anymore.
Yes, please let us know if you would try human along with me.
I don't know if I would. I think. Then again, this year for me has pretty much been. Not this year. I would say the past couple months have been all about new adventures and just.
This usually comes with the meat. It's like in the end, it's going to look like a hamburger or a steak. Period. No matter what kind of meat you try.
Yeah.
It all looks the same. It's all meat for the most part. It's like I totally try any of it. The reason the bug thing is so weird because it's bugs. You don't really get meat from bugs. You're eating the bug itself. It's like me going up to a squirrel and biting its head off. It's like, no, that's not what I'm going to do.
Then how can people eat crawfish?
I don't eat crawfish.
Okay. I thought you did for some reason.
No. I don't even, I won't. I don't even eat like the boiled shrimp that you have to tear apart kind of like crawfish. I don't do that either. I love shrimp, but peel that thing for me, and I'll eat the remains. But no, I can't. I don't do the crawfish where you rip it in half and you suck out the juices from its head and stuff. No, I can't. Nope, that's not me.
Like when I first moved down here and I went to crawfish boils and stuff with Mom.
But it's totally a thing.
It's like entire platters of nothing but these little dead critters just staring up at you. I'm like, no.
Rip them in half, suck the juices out the head, and then bite and pull out the meat from the body. No, I'm alright. No, I've tried crawfish. Someone's peeled one, I've tried some.
Yeah.
It's fine. But that's my thing. It's fine. It's not something I'm going out of my way.
It's a bug.
It's not really a bug.
It's a bug.
It's an underwater bug. It's more like
a bug.
It's like a small lobster. I mean, that's what it looks like.
Lobster either. I don't eat any shellfish.
I eat fish. Again, when it comes to meat.
Shellfish, not fish. Shellfish. I don't eat lobster. Anything with a shell, like lobster, shrimp.
Why?
Crab. It's just, I never got a taste. First off, I lived in the north. So,
who cares?
Of course, they eat crawdads up there. But,
practically the same thing as crawfish.
I know, but I said they eat, okay? Anyways, first it was part of the religion that I was in, so I didn't grow up eating it. And then by the time that it was like, I'm branching out and doing my own thing, I could eat sushi and like fish and stuff just fine, but every single type of anything that I've tasted that's not fish, and sometimes even fish, it just tastes like swamp water to me. Like I've tried frog legs. That just tastes like someone just
did it once.
Someone just took the leg and went like this at the bottom of the lake and just yeah, that's exactly what that tastes like.
Feels like it's a state of mind rather than a actual
Nope, it's a taste. It is definitely a taste. It's the same way we say, oh, that meat was gamey. Yeah, that meat was Loch Ness Monster. Like,
but this is, I mean, you're talking about like crab and stuff that's been in the ocean. That's very different from like your swamp theory.
I don't know. Like, as I said, there's fish that have more of a fresher taste than some other ones.
Yeah. You know what I really like? I really like eel.
Eel's good.
Eel's really good.
Barbecue eel is good. Ooh,
eel and sushi. I always, any time I ever look at sushi, I'm like, where's eel? I want something with eel. Eel.
The only thing is that it depends where you get it from. Because
where I've had it, I've been happy.
If you do not get it from the right place, or should I say, if they don't get it from the right place, or if it's not prepared in-house, sometimes they don't get deboned right. And then you get a nice needle sliver right through the mouth.
I have not had this issue, but
it's we've been to 2 places down here where Chad had that happen. Where it was the first place was where was it at?
What? That's fine. It's fine. Chad's just unlucky when it comes to his deboning process.
Well, we went to one place. It's the one over by Walmart or whatever. But he had gotten eel there, I think, and he was like, "Hey, this thing is like there's bones everywhere inside it," and they're like, "Well, we're sorry, we don't actually process it here. We just get it shipped in and cook it." Like, So
Again, I haven't personally had any issues anywhere
you
I've
probably
gone.
just crunch it and just keep going. So
Well, I don't think so. But I do enjoy some good sushi.
I was really sad because it's like the last time we went, I was actually going to get sushi because I normally don't. And I was like, can I substitute the nori with cucumber? Because I don't like nori. You're like, oh, well, you can, but it's an extra $2. I was like, no, I'll pass, thanks.
Generally, it is extra.
But
What was it?
$2
We went to
really...
like Samurai last time, and they have there's 4 options as far as different wraps
Yeah,
you can throw in.
it's soy, cucumber, nori, and just I don't know. I can't remember that last one. Maybe it's like a rice paper kind of thing. But either way, yeah, that's where we went, and they said the cucumber was $2 extra, and I was like,
Well,
I'll pass.
Yeah, it's a lot extra.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with normal sushi. I don't need any substitutions. I'm very happy. Now, surprisingly enough, we never went to our box.
Yeah.
Our beautiful box. We never touched. We never drew for a topic. We've just gone on and on and on, rambled for about an hour and a half.
Well, what's in the box? We
don't know this week. We didn't anything extra, therefore.
Well, we traded out for actual food instead of... We traded what's in the box for food.
Well, the question about food in the box, we've kind of thoroughly covered.
Yep, except for the actually experiencing it with people.
Well, but
So
currently...
the next time we go somewhere, we'll have to take pictures, do some behind-the-scenes stuff.
We'll see.
Not get chased out by the people.
I think we'll make it probably. But I think we've probably rambled, I think, long enough. It's been
I think we're good.
quite a while. It's kind of a shame we didn't get to the box this time. But it'll be alright. We'll be sure to try to get to it. If somebody sends in a question, I'm just saying, throwing it out there.
Stop going after people.
They need to step up and do their jobs.
What are you doing?
My job.
What is your job?
Reading the questions that they send.
Well, then you're unemployed.
I am. If I'm only doing this, I totally am.
Oi.
Anyway, as always, you can reach me at BJJ Gamer, reach Amanda at KZ Pup, reach the show at Beyond Our Focus on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. You can, of course, listen to the podcast as well as a podcast on a lot of on a lot of our several different podcast sites, including Spotify, Stitcher, there's some other ones I forget. We have 9 total that we're on, but or watch us on YouTube if you are listening to this on any of those.
Let us know what you think about our new setups.
Yeah, we've got some fun new setups.
By now, you've seen them at least once.
Yeah, this should be the second time. And, like I said, you either have seen or will be seeing very soon the new project! I'm trying to make sure it happens, okay, y'all? You hold her responsible if it doesn't happen. Her.
What?
Her! You hold her responsible for it.
Don't listen to him.
Listen to me.
Don't listen to him.
Nothing but truth.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Till next time. Long days and pleasant nights.